Another year, another adventure done, and another badge to put on the Silver Fox. Normally, you know, when I put it on there, this is actually attached. But we're in that time of season right now where the bike is pulled apart. We're into tinker season, maintenance season, new mod season on the bike, which coincidentally follows the normal part of the season where we do our big trip adventure. But yeah, it feels great. We have 4 badges on the bike now. You know, and it's so great to see the Siren badge just above the Blackwood badge right there. Ah, it's great. 4 out of 6, if you could believe it. But yeah, you know, it's a bit of a tradition that we've been doing every year. You know, with the channel, with our adventures, is that we go on that one big adventure every year. We earn our badge to say that we've been there. And you know what? I want to thank you right off the top for all of you that have been, you know, following along on the Song of the Siren as we traveled up through the Gaspé Peninsula. It was such a really, really fun series to produce, and it was even more fun to be on that adventure and sharing it with you. I always feel like, you know, and I've said this before, that we've been riding next to each other the whole time. So as I say that, you know, you've earned just as much the right to put this badge on your bike as I do, or whatever you have it. You know, maybe you don't ride a bike. Maybe you put it on like a, you know, something that you use every day or something like that, like a coffee tumbler or something. So that means the badge is available for you. If you'd like to, you know, get squared away and have one of your own Siren's badge to put on, you can definitely do that. And there's a couple different ways to do it. I always set this up this way. And you can get any one of the badges this way. If you try to track through all the channel updates, you can find them. But below is going to be a link to a high-resolution .png file. You can take that file and you can take it to any place that you get to make stickers, like a printing company or something. I do it at Delmac. Island Rider Adam always helps me out at Delmac PEI printing to do these ones that I've got here on the bike because they just hold up so well. You know, you see what we put the bike through all the time, and they do really good. They're really weatherproofed. So you can take that to a printing shop and you say, hey, make me a, you know, a nice little sticker for this. And I recommend getting like a waterproof sticker, you know, something if you want to put it on your bike or something like that. And if they ask you, oh, hey, are you allowed to print this? Just, you know, steer them to this this video here where I can tell them, you know, definitely they're allowed to print that off for sure. The other way to do it is to go to Redbubble. I have all of the badges up there. You can buy them there and you can send them out. It'll ship right to you that way. That's probably the smoothest way to get the sticker for sure. But yeah, that's really the way to do it, I would say. So, you know, if you do get a badge, or if you do have like badges, you know, tag me on Instagram, show me some pictures. I'd love to see that kind of stuff. Yeah, so, but it's been a while since we've been in the garage, right? It's been a while since we've had a little garage chat together, face to face. Long enough for me to grow in the off-season beard, that's for sure. And long enough for me to be walking again. Look at this. Physio is doing great. The foot has healed. All the hardware that I have inside my foot right now is all nice and settled down, and I'm able to walk with a really good place. And my buddy Alex, you know, at the physio, he's been treating me really well. He's been putting me through his paces to try to get the foot feeling really good. And I tell you, the foot feels great. But, you know, that's not the end of the road for recovery for me because, you know, being on these bikes the way we're on them off-road, we're on them quite a lot. And we're up on the pegs quite a bit. So I'm interested to see how that's going to be. It'll be an interesting road style recovery for sure this spring. So I'm a little bit nervous about it, but not too bad. You know, we're going to recover because we've got a really huge season coming up. Season 5 is going to be big. We got a lot of lofty goals. That's for sure. Goal number 1 is to actually ride in the fall for a season. We've missed out on the fall riding season for a long, long time. But that means the rest of this season is all about prep for the next one. So to start things off, we got to get the bike cleaned up. And we got to take a look at these crash bars actually. So let's get started. I'm gonna pull the crash bars, I think. Oh man, single best mod on the bike. Why? Because of that right there. You see it? At some point in time, I think when we dunked the bike on the first day, really, of the Gas Bay, that crash actually went a lot harder than I thought it would. I don't know if you can even see it, but it's hard to put it in the camera, but look at this. Let's see if I can get it lined up. You see it just bends right in here. Well, that is, for me, too close to comfort as far as the engine casing. I think I've got about, I'm down to millimeters as far as clearance there. I don't know what to do to fix that. I'm not good with metal. I don't think I can bend these back into place. I think the best thing that I'm going to do with these things is, I don't know, maybe sand them down and paint them a different color. What color? You think I should do another color on this? What do you think? Silver, maybe. Silver? That'd show the mud well, wouldn't it? Yeah, but they're in rough shape, man. Like, look at all the scratches and dings. Like, try to get close up into that there so you can see, but just gouged. Some of these guys going, maybe. It's been a while. Yeah, I feel like it's been a long time since we've been in the garage. And you know what? Usually every month I try to do like a channel update like this, but it's been getting a little bit more difficult to kind of pull off the videos, to be honest. I'll tell you, because number one, like work 1.0, super busy. We're doing some really cool stuff at work 1.0. Work 2.0, I've got like a longer term work thing on the weekends for that, so I'm working flat out. So the ability to get YouTube to kind of fit in there as not a work 3.0, but as, you know, still a fun hobby is a little bit tricky to pull off, but you know, we're still doing it. We're still making it, and I'm enjoying it and I'm loving it. But that said, you know, and I always talked about the foot, like, you know, my season was pretty much done in September. Like, we got back from Gas Bay and then I got on the bike and I went into the mud and that was it. You know, wiped out, crushed my foot, surgery, recovery, you know, we're finally looking back. So the rest of the season's pretty much going to be in here in the garage, but we have lots of stuff to do. We have maintenance to work on the bike. I got a laundry list of things that I want to do. And you know what? I'm becoming more and more comfortable overall with the maintenance work that I do on the bike, which means I'm ready to bring you guys into some of those videos. You know, one of my things that I do with regards to maintenance videos and working on the bike is that I really don't make a video of anything that I'm not really comfortable doing myself, you know, but we'll have one exception to that rule for something here. So things that I have become comfortable in doing is, you know, tearing down and cleaning the carb out. I've gotten fairly good at that. So we'll do a little video like that. Flushing out the coolant. It's time again this year to flush the coolant out of the bike and put some new coolant in. I'll bring you along for that one too. That's an easy job actually. And yeah, maybe we'll do a little brake work. Maybe we'll keep you along. I've thought about the idea of maybe kind of doing like a garage stream where I just noodle around with the bike, you know, with some music on, hang out in the chat. I think people have asked for that a lot. I know Island Rider Sean's asked me to do that a couple times, so maybe we'll do that. We'll see. There's a lot of moving parts to doing a stream. I believe, you know, I watch a lot of streams and stuff, so I'm kind of hesitant. But we got things to do. Finally, yeah, you've been hearing me talk about this all the time. It is finally time to put some new suspension on the Silver Fox. Number one, Top Gun spring is going on the back. Number two, Progressives on the front. Ooh la la, look at this. Isn't that so cool how the coil gets a little bit smaller on the end? I guess these make such a huge difference on the bike for just being a little spring, right? Like it's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. So I will do the best I can to bring you along for that fun, because I mean, this is not something that I'm going to do like, you know, again and again on the bike. It's going to be like a very, very cool mod. I think I'm very excited about it. And it's going to be very important for next season because there's going to be a lot of off-road in season 5. So we got to prep the bike accordingly. We got to prep ourselves accordingly, you know. So really looking forward to putting that together. That kind of video is just going to be almost like a, you know, let's play type of thing where we just like try to figure it out on our own, enjoy the experience together a little bit. It's not going to be a tutorial by any means, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun to kind of experience it. And then it'll be even more fun to kind of see the different, you know, characteristics of the bike, the different performance of the bike off-road. You know, when we get right out into spring, it'll be neat to see if the bike feels like a brand new bike or if it's just like, but you know, I think it will. I mean, this is a big change. This is a heavy duty spring. Those are like, you know, definitely a totally different, you know, front spring profile. So looking forward to it. It's weird seeing the bike without the crash bars though. So other things, actual like logistics of like YouTube like channel business and things like that. What to expect going forward? Well, this is weird that this is videos on a Monday. It's usually typically on a Friday, like I mentioned, but you know, the videos, we're gonna have to stretch them out because like I said earlier, the ride season ended early, so I don't really have any more ride footage of myself. So we're stuck in the garage. So we're gonna move the videos every other week again. And that's just simply to allow life to coexist harmoniously with the YouTube hobby. One other really cool thing too about the trip series that we just had, I actually got a lot of footage despite all of the equipment failures that we had due to the rain and things like that. So there's actually a lot of stuff that didn't make it into the series. A lot of cool stuff. Like that time when me and Brandon were on a dirt road and I almost hit a logging truck. That was really close and scary. Truck coming up. Slow, 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 slow. He's got a lot of real tight room here. Holy, that was tight. Ooh, boys. Also, there was the time when we were in camp and I was doing some maintenance and I realized that my rear wheel bearing was about ready to explode or at least fail completely. And I just lied to myself a little bit to try to make myself feel better and said it was the cush drive. It totally wasn't. If you look on the back of that bike, you can see me jiggling it around and there's definitely wheel bearing problems like that. So yeah, it was a little nerve-wracking a bit there, but you know what? The way she goes, I guess. Foxy made it home all right. We were fine. We were all right. We got the wheel bearing replaced fine. It was okay. And then the other thing that just comes to mind is in that last campground in Mount Carlton Provincial Park, we couldn't have a fire. So we bought sausages, right? And I said I fed them to the raccoons. Well, we did try to eat a couple. And my cooking without a fire, I realized, is now definitely not as good as my cooking with a fire.
We're improvising now. I bought these things thinking that we were going to have a fire when I foolishly should have checked the forest fire index before I came in, but I didn't. I love the name of these things. Streetcar sausages, just like Manhattan, New York. Cooking will fail. Actually not too bad, but I'm only going to cook one. We have the rest of the old raton leather.
Yeah, that was such a fun trip. You know, this year's adventure to the Gas Bay Peninsula was so cool. And I'm really glad I'm able to have, you know, this YouTube channel to be able to share it with you folks and bring everybody along and enjoy it with like a lot of like-minded individuals like our little ride group is here. And you know, we picked up quite a few people along the adventure on this one. You know, if you haven't noticed, we're up over 2,000 subscribers here at Island ADV, which is crazy, you know, but I still like it. It's still, you know, I enjoy having a small YouTube channel. So like 2,000 subscribers is really nice. You know, it keeps us close. It keeps us connected. It allows us to still chat, like, you know, in the Instagram, you know, messages and stuff like that. I really enjoy that aspect of things and like, you know, discussing the video and our different adventures in the comments section. So, you know, if you are new to the channel, if you're new to the ride group, I'm very glad that you found the channel and I'm happy to have you along in the ride group. If you're on Prince Edward Island and you've got a dual sport bike, you know, the spring is going to be great. We're going to get out there. We're going to do our shakeout ride with the group ride every year. You know, that's going to be super fun. You know, we're going to have another mayhem on the mainland again. You know, me and Hugo, we talk every once in a while about, you know, what we want to do next for that. And I'm excited. He's got some really cool things planned in New Brunswick too, which is really awesome. So it's all about right now just getting set up for season 5, you know, getting the bike ready, getting myself ready, getting ready for that big season 5. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big deal, this one. And I cannot wait. There's a lot, like I said, the goals are pretty high. The bar is set pretty high. I don't know if I'm overextending or not, but we'll find out, that's for sure. Anyway, I'm glad I had an opportunity to just kind of, you know, touch base with you folks. I hope you're all doing well. I hope if it is your off season, I hope you're having a great off season. I hope you're taking a nice chill, you know, sleepy winter and enjoying, or if you're tinkering on the bike, you know, if you are tinkering, are you doing any mods? Let me know. What kind of mods are you into? Are you planning trips for the season? What kind of trips? Where are you going? That's great. If it's your on season, if you're still riding out there, I'm seeing Adventure Tomac. He's down in Colorado and it's super nice. He's already hitting the trails on his new Tenere. Man, jealous. Just a little tiny bit. But if it is, ride safe and enjoy those rides. You know, I'm looking forward to what we've got coming up, Island Riders. It's going to be a good time. But until the next time we see each other here in the garage or until the next time you guys are out on the trail, please ride safe. And until then, take care. And I'm gonna get to cleaning this bike. Holy smoke, she's some dirty. Much more dirty than normal, but I like it.